Hello, this is WW Coop. Today I have a little home project that I want to show you guys. This is a little Super Nintendo emulator that I put inside of a Super Nintendo cartridge. You can see that I hacked it up pretty good, and that's why I gave it the name frankensnes. On the bottom of the label you can see the RetroPie logo and the Emulation Station logo. These are two tools that I use to put this together. And basically what I put is a Raspberry Pi Model B Plus computer inside of a Super Nintendo cartridge. You're looking at the HDMI output and the cell phone style power input, which is the small jack right there. And on the other side we have the network cable jack and then 4 USB inputs. And then I just basically mounted the Raspberry Pi motherboard to the cartridge. So I'll go ahead and hook this up. Basically all I have to do is plug in the HDMI output I should say, and power supply. Only needs a 5-volt power supply. And then the last thing is the USB hookup for the controller. This does take a while to load up. I did put a lot of ROMs onto the micro SD flash card. I used a 16 gig card just so I could load a lot of ROMs, but you could use an 8 gig one and that would hold quite a bit. They're not too expensive. I just got mine off Amazon. The price really has fallen on those quite a lot. It does take a little while to load just because all the ROMs I put on there. But does get there eventually. And then I just bought a cheapo Super Nintendo style USB controller off Amazon. And everything I can do without a keyboard. I could plug a keyboard in if I need to, and I can jack into the network so I can transfer files from my main computer just for setup and configuration. But the general idea is once you get this set up, you probably wouldn't want to mess with this stuff anymore. Eventually load up here. And once you get in the interface, Emulation Station's designed so that you can just use a controller to go back and forth and make selections. For now, I'm just going to show you guys the Super Nintendo. I'll just go in here and I'm going to load up my favorite Super Nintendo game, which is Super Metroid. And I can do the L and R buttons to cycle through a whole bunch of games at once. Emulation's not perfect, but it runs pretty good. Definitely runs with no problem with the Nintendo games. But for the 16-bit era games, generally it runs pretty well. I did put in some shortcut commands for the emulator. So if I hit select plus shoulder, that'll save a state for me. And then if I want to retrieve it, select plus the right shoulder button. And then also to exit out of games, have it set so that if I hit select and start at the same time, it'll boot me out. That way I can switch to other games. So that's it. This is the frankensnes, a Super Nintendo emulator inside of a Super Nintendo cartridge. Thanks for watching.